Welcome. In this video we're going to discuss the Amazon AWS Support Plans. When you create a new account, you need to select the type of support plan that you're on, and it will depend on the kinds of projects that you plan to run within your account. Of course, the $15,000 a month and up that you pay for the enterprise support plan may feel a bit excessive. But so the basic support plan, which is always an option, will help you get started. But you should understand how each plan works, and more importantly, when it's time to change to something more appropriate. And there are 4 support plans: the basic support plan, the developer support plan, the business support plan, and then the enterprise support plan. And we'll go into detail here. So the pricing, right? So the basic plan is free. Developer starts at $29. Business starts at $100, and as we mentioned earlier on the first slide, enterprise starts at $15,000 a month, right? So those are the support plans. Pricing. And here is a little detail because it's not just a monthly, so it's a percentage of your usage, whichever is greater, right? So developer is $29 minimum, or 3% of your monthly usage or spend, depending on which is greater. And then the same with business, it's $100 or 10% of your first $10,000, 7% of your next 80, and then 5% up to 250,000, and then 3% over that, and then same with the enterprises, So those are the starting points: 29, 100, and 15,000. But the more you use it, the more it's going to cost you, which is fair. You're going to more likely need more support. So what do you get, right? The basic plan is free, and so you really don't get a whole lot, but you do get the trusted advisor checks. You get 7 of those trusted advisor checks, and we'll go over what trusted advisor is later, but it allows you to check your account and see if you're in compliance and safe and secure. Developer also provides those same checks, but it also allows you email support during normal business hours, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. And then general guidance is within 24 business hours, and then system impaired help within 12 business hours. So that's developer, right? So if you need something, if your business is really critical, and 12 hours or during daytime hours is not acceptable, then you'll have to move up to the business class, right? So they get all the TA checks, the trusted advisor checks. They get 24/7 email, chat, and phone access to an engineer. Right, so before a developer, we only had access to an associate. Now we get access to an engineer at the business level, and it's 24/7, and we can contact them by email, chat, or phone. We get general guidance within 24 hours, which that's okay. Still, system impaired is 12 hours, but production system down help, that's 1 hour. So now, see, if we had something critical, we can get help within 1 hour. So that's a little more in line, and this starts at $100 a month. That's pretty reasonable. Then enterprise, you get everything, all the trusted advisor checks. You get email, chat, phone access, but to a senior engineer this time. Now you got a senior engineer assigned to you, or access to them anyway. I don't know if you have a dedicated one, but you definitely have access to senior engineers. General guidance still 24 hours, because this is just basic general guidance questions that shouldn't be a rush, shouldn't be anything mission critical, so 24 hours is fine. System impaired help within 12 hours, production system down with 1 hour, business critical systems down where it's affecting your business, and multiple systems or something of that nature, is 15 minutes. So you do get a little bit more for what you pay. It still kind of questionable, in my book, to jump from 100 to 15,000. But if you're a multi-million-dollar company, you're probably going to want to be on the enterprise and have all the assistance that you can have. Right? If you're just, a new mom and pop, the business account is probably going to work very well for you. Developer may work for you, but unless you have issues, you could experience some real outages, and that may not be good enough. But these are the different plans and what they offer. So the basic plan, right, you're not paying anything besides what you pay to access Amazon, and you get some public documentations, some forums access and things like that. So it's not much included in the basic support plan. And then the developer, right, it's good for running non-production workloads, right? It's not ideal for critical applications. If your business were to lose major money, you probably don't want to be on the developer plan. You probably want to be on the business or enterprise plan, because you just don't have the level of contact with Amazon and support needed for really business critical applications with the developer plan. And the business support plan can meet the needs of most organizations, by offering relatively fast and detailed answers to your technical questions. Is the production system down? The business plan guarantees a response time from a cloud support engineer via email, chat, and phone within 1 hour. Less severe issues can take longer, up to 24 hours. But if they're not mission critical or anything, it really shouldn't require a 1 hour response. But so at the business level, you get some real support here. Include help troubleshooting interoperability between resources and third-party softwares, even operating systems. And for an additional fee, you can also get in-depth guidance while you're still in the project design phase through infrastructure event management. So there's additional cost if you want to take part and leverage their expertise in the design phase. And then, of course, the enterprise plan is appropriate only for large organizations whose scope is global and for whom downtime is simply unthinkable. Example, you can't imagine an evening without Netflix, right? Which is, after all, a key AWS customer. So I would imagine Netflix has an enterprise support plan, because they're not going to want to wait an hour for a response from Amazon. They're going to want 15 minutes or less. But the detail that stands most out is that you get a technical account manager. So you do get assigned a TAM, a technical account manager, who's assigned and dedicated to your account. And your TAM is more than just a technical resources. The TAM becomes closely involved in your deployments, guiding your team, planning and launches and proactive reviews. So yeah, and they're your AWS advocate within AWS, and the TAM can open doors and make innovative solutions possible. But then of course you get access to senior cloud support engineers and 15-minute response for business critical. So I mean, you get a lot for that, but once again, it only makes sense for very large companies because the price tag starts at $15,000 a month. So you need to have the money there to warrant that support plan. Alright, so that was the support plans. In the next video we're going to go over our AWS professional services.